Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I want to talk about objection handling. So if you meet girls, for the first time, if you go out on a date, at some point you might have some moment where, she says something, asks something, suspects you of something, and you think, oh damn, I've blown it. And even if you don't have that situation where you realize it, you might have a situation where she walks away, she doesn't call you again, she doesn't want to see you again, and it's probably because you did something wrong. So let's talk about how you can handle objections or all of those negative things that she might think about you. There are, in general, two ways to handle all of these. One is what I'd like to call preemptive, and that means that you might suspect that something might be a problem, so you deal with it. And another way might be that you deal with it on the fly when it comes up, so she raises the problem, she challenges you in some way, and you deal with it. So for an example to get started, the first one would be age. So if I meet with a girl, I'm 34 years old, and if she's younger, how old are you? 24. So 24, age difference of 10 years. Maybe, some might think that that's too big. I don't think it's too big. But if I think that it might be a problem, I could preemptively address it. So how might I do it? I might say, I first would want to frame it that she could be too young for me. I could say that normally I get on better with people that are older and more mature. They know what they want in life. Is she quite grown up for her age? And challenge her like that. Because it's much easier for someone to adopt a frame when you introduce it than when they've thought about the opposite for a long time and then you're trying to change their mind on it. So it's good if you can introduce it. Another thing that you can do is you can take the opposite example and try and make it bad. So you could say, don't you think it would be better to date guys your own age, like skateboarders or like young student guys or whatever it is. And you could try and paint younger guys in a bad way, because of course there are benefits and minuses, but you can focus on the minuses. So one objection would be age, and that would be, how you would deal with it either preemptively or if she brings it up. Other things that come up from time to time that I've jotted down here. Sometimes girls might accuse you of, talking to lots of girls or being a player or having many girls, whatever it might be. And this is something that girls would challenge you with normally when they like you, so it's a good sign. What I'd suggest here is that you be honest if you can. So my response is that yes, when I'm single, I do go on lots of dates, I do know lots of girls, that's true. But when I have a girlfriend, I'm very good, I'm very committed, I'm honest. And that's why even my ex-girlfriends, around the world, in America, in Ukraine, wherever they might be, we keep in touch and we're still on friendly terms. So I think that's a very good sign. And then you can turn it back on her and, ask if she goes on lots of dates, if she's out partying, and take the focus off you. So that's how you would deal with that objection. A lot of girls say, guys are just looking for one thing, or you're just trying to sleep with me and you don't want anything else. And it's a fair point, so deal with it in the right way. I think you should admit that you're a man and, you have these desires and she's beautiful and you like, this aspect about, you like her figure or something about her body, and that's cool. But what you're looking for is, this, this, and this, and then focus on characteristics and traits that you also look for in a girl, and it shows that you want something more than physical. Another objection that girls have, and it's one that they wouldn't voice, is they just don't trust guys. Guys are all liars. They don't tell the truth. They just try and sleep with them. And this is something that a girl wouldn't directly say, you're a liar or are you a liar? So just bear in mind that it's there, and something that I often do when I'm on dates or when I meet girls and I think that they might be suspicious, and more often than not I do this, is say something, maybe that I shouldn't say, something that is over the top, honest, a kind of damaging revelation, something about a previous relationship, some moment where I was hurt, something where maybe something I shouldn't admit, like that I'm dating another girl at the same time, something like that. If it's the early stages and it can be logically justified, it can actually have a powerful effect for being shockingly true, and then she knows that she can trust you. Another thing that you might hear from girls is, why do you like me and not the other pretty girls? Or, okay, so, why should I believe all this? There are lots of pretty girls around that you could date. Why me? And in this case, I think it's good to say, yes, there are lots of pretty girls, but I'm looking for this, and this. So far, I just feel comfortable with you and I'm attracted to you, but I want to see if we have a connection, blah, blah, blah. So it's good if you can actually mean that, and if it's really honest, then that is the right kind of answer that you want to give to that objection. A very common one that girls raise is something about, you know, I'm not that easy, or it's too soon, what are you doing, we've only just met. These kind of objections that are all along the same lines. And I think the way that I normally deal with this is I say something like, it's all right, I already know you're a good girl, you don't need to keep showing me this. It's okay to do what you want, it's okay to enjoy yourself, I'm not going to think you're bad if you're not, you know, dating lots of guys, taking drugs, blah, blah, blah. If something feels right, you know, you can do it. So when it comes to objections, that should give you a little taste. Those are the common ones that I actually hear when I'm going out meeting girls and going on dates. If you have any different ones, write them in the comments and we can try and address them. But it should be the similar idea. Think about the ones that she might have before, like the preconceived ones, and you want to preempt them and deal with them, or you want to think about ones that might come up in conversation and how you might deal with them. Thanks again, guys, for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back again soon with more.